What's up, everybody, and welcome to my 150 subscriber special. And it's not just Alan Wake, which is what I'm going to be playing here shortly, but it is an entirely new series called Side LPs. It's not exactly what you might think it is. It's not me doing an entire game. It is me doing small segments of games that I'm playing on the side of my normal Let's Plays. So it's sort of like Rooster Teeth's This Is, except I'm going to be doing an entire episode of a Let's Play, but only one for every game. So the game I'm going to start off with is Alan Wake, because I got a free rental from my local rental store Family Video for the 4th of July, so I decided to pick up Alan Wake. And I played the first chapter of it last night, and my god, it is fan-frickin-tastic. You can kind of see right now, all this stuff, I haven't seen that part yet, but most of this stuff that's on the screen happens in the first chapter. I think none of this stuff has happened yet, but it's a really freaking good game. And I want to give you a little background on it while I'm walking here. That's the start page, we saw that already. But while I'm loading up here and doing this stuff, I'll give you a little background on what's happening so far. Alan Wake is a writer of, it seems like, mostly horror, like psychological thrillers, sort of like the game itself, but he has seemingly become trapped in a story that he has never written, to his knowledge anyway, because you're picking up these pages of manuscript that were written by Alan Wake, and is...
If the pain gets any worse or you experience any other symptoms, you should...
And actually, hold on, let me put on subtitles, because I have it off for myself, but
I'll let you get on with
for
it.
you guys, I'll have it on so you can
Sheriff
see what's going on here. But
waiting for you. She's very good at her job.
what happened in the first chapter is that Alan Wake had a nightmare to start off the game, and then the light explained some shit to him.
Sheriff Breaker had called him to the station to take a look at the cut.
It's kind of weird, but he goes through the nightmare. He kills these shadowy people with a flashlight and a gun.
Alice was missing. I needed help to find her. I wasn't ready to leave.
I don't have the luxury of being complacent to Grant. Clothes will need changing soon. You can't change them in the dark.
I'll be sure to take care of it, Miss Weaver. Have a nice day.
And this lady is really afraid of the dark.
I'll come back later on to remind you, just in case.
Mr. Wake, the sheriff is waiting for you in her office down the corridor. That was Cynthia Weaver. I guess you can call her the town eccentric.
So basically, what is explained so far is that Alan Wake's wife,
She'd fit right in where I come from,
is afraid of the dark, and that Alan used to be afraid of the dark when he was younger, but his mom helped to get him over the fear with a little clicker device that she said that when he hit the clicker, a magical light would turn on and get rid of all the monsters. So they were both afraid of the dark at one point. She's still afraid of the dark, and they went out to a cabin. They're on vacation here in Bright Falls because Alan has had trouble starting his new book. But here are the manuscripts, and right here's the title page of the manuscript.
Departure by Alan Wake.
Departure by Alan Wake, and that was what he said in the game was the title that he was going to use for his next book. So they went out to a cabin in the middle of a lake. They got into an argument. Alan left, and then all the lights went off.
Come in, Mr. Wake. Your phone's
And
on
his
the
wife
desk.
is gone.
The battery was dead. It's charged now.
And then he wakes up a week later after a car crash with a cut in his head, as you can see there. He's got the little bandage on there.
Tell me what happened.
I'm not sure.
So let's just listen
I can't
for
remember.
this now.
We were arguing.
See, I was just explaining that.
The cabin on Cauldron Lake? How did you end up at Stucky's gas station?
I wanted to tell her what had happened last night, but I couldn't. She'd lock me up. Excuse me. I
This
need
is
to take
interesting.
Hello?
Alan, please help me.
Alice?
Stop talking to the law. You'll do exactly what I say if you ever want to see your wife again.
Who is this?
Go to the back lot. There's a hole in the fence on the left. Look inside the junker. I left a little something there to convince you we're all on the same page here. After you ditch the cops, you're gonna meet me in Elderwood National Park. There's a
Mr.
spot
Wake,
called
can I help you with anything?
Midnight. Don't do nothing stupid, pal. We're watching you.
I need to get some air. The sheriff said I could go out back.
Of course, Mr. Wake. You can get there through the cell corridor.
Holy shit.
They don't understand. They won't listen.
This is
to me.
interesting.
I need it to be bright
See?
in here.
There are more people talking about being afraid of darkness, so this game kind of revolves around darkness and people being afraid of it. I don't know how
The
much
early morning light hurt my eyes and made my head ache.
I'm gonna really
The man
show
on the phone
here,
had said, go through the fence on the left.
but I want to show you guys like the actual like fighting mechanic, the gameplay of it. So let's see how I get around this. It's probably actually this way. Or do I jump up here? Or do I have to go on the roof over here? God. Okay, hold on.
The caller had told me to find a hole
There's a
in the
coffee thing
fence
over here.
behind the police station. There was something for
collectible.
me in an abandoned car.
These radio shows are collectible too, but I'm not going to worry about it right now. So there's a hole in the fence that I got to examine the junker. Hole in the fence. So can I jump this fence? I was able to jump fences earlier. Okay, here we go. Getting somewhere. Here's the hole in the fence. Okay. So I'll probably look at this car and then I'll skip to some gameplay in the dark.
Alice's driver's license had been placed on the front seat. The caller meant business. Barry?
Ow! Ow! Thank God! Where the hell have you been? I've been trying to reach you for a week, you and Alice. I've been worried sick. I flew out yesterday. I'm here in Bright Falls.
Barry, listen to me. I'm at the sheriff's station. Come and get me. I can't talk now.
Ow! What the hell is going?
I had to get the sheriff to let me go. I needed to get to Elderwood National Park to meet Alice's kidnappers.
So I will leave it here, and the next thing you'll see is of actual fighting gameplay. So, yeah, it's pretty sweet. So I think I found a good place to start back up, and it's right here. I think we're going to be going out into the darkness soon. So take a look at this cutscene, and then.
This is not a goddamn debate, Barry.
Oh yeah, that's his agent Barry. We met up with him in between.
Okay then.
And now Alan Wake's about to go to Lover's Peak to meet up with the kidnapper who took Alice.
Tell me what to do to help, and I'll do it.
You stay here, and if I'm not back by morning, call the cavalry.
Looks like he's getting a cold. So I got a flashlight now, which is very important.
Be careful with the natives, Al. These yokels are dangerous.
Do I have a gun? I don't see a gun.
Or it'll be deliverance all over again.
Switch lights. Did it turn them off or on? Turns them off. Lights are on. So let's head for Lover's Peak. That's where we gotta be going.
Wait here, Al. I'll hold down the fort. I'll be with you in spirit every step of the way, Al.
So there's probably a gun. Oh, there's a manuscript. Sweet. Oh, pff, I missed a shit ton of manuscripts there.
Barry had never gotten along with Alice, but he knew Alan loved her with an almost frightening intensity. And now something had happened to Alice. And here was Al armed with a gun and saying things people got put in padded cells for. It was as if his friend had experienced a massive psychotic episode and was now totally disconnected from reality. It scared the shit out of Barry.
Seems like something that's already happened. That's what the manuscripts have been doing. Like, in the first chapter, the manuscripts told of what was going to happen in the future. That one seemed to tell of what already happened, so
I knew I should have gone to the cops.
it's very
This
interesting.
wasn't the smartest thing I'd ever done, but I was still angry with Barry for trying to talk me out of it. These people had called me right in the sheriff's station. The cops wouldn't scare them, and they had Alice.
I need to find a gun here sometime soon. Okay. The light is very important too, because holy shit, what was that? The light is very important too, because if you stand in, like, I believe it's just like, you know, a regular street light thing, it recovers your health. So that's very important. I wonder if there's anything over here of significance. I don't think I have a... Oh, I do have a gun. Okay, good. I didn't think I had a gun. That's what I've been looking for, is a gun. Well, let's head down this way. Hopefully I run into something soon, just to kind of give you a thing of the gameplay. Honestly, while you're playing this game, I was playing this game last night, and I was tense as shit. See, right here, I'm in a safe haven right now. That's what the lights are. They're called safe havens. There's usually something around it.
This was no head injury.
Oh shit, something's happening.
Damn. Rusty, hang on! I'm coming! Please, help me!
What the fuck is going on? Help Rusty. I'll do that. It also gives you pretty good, you know, a waypoint up there so you know where you're going.
Help me! Can you hear me?
Hello?
Anyone! Please help!
What the hell?
Back here. Mr. Wake?
Oh, hell.
It happened just the way it was on that page. I found. Came true. It knew. So dark. It'll come back for me. You must... The lights. In the office. I have the
Very
key.
important. Lights are very
Okay,
important in
Rusty.
this game.
Hang on. I'll be right back.
Because darkness can't go in the light, and the flashlight
Whoever did this couldn't be
weakens.
far. Rusty had found a page from the manuscript. It would help me understand what had happened.
Okay. You gotta get the lights on here. Manuscript's very important, lights are very important, because you can't directly attack the people that are, like, shrouded in darkness.
The only way
You have to
make
weaken
sure
them
that
first with
Rusty
the
was
flashlight,
safe
and then you
was
can
to get
shoot
the
them.
power running and the lights
It's
back
pretty sweet.
on.
Oop, there's a manuscript page. I almost missed it. There it is, right there. Okay. I'm not gonna look at... Oh! Rusty attacked by the dark presence.
The visitor center was sturdy,
Oh, yeah.
but the impact turned the front of the building into splinters.
Sweet. I'm not gonna look at it right now. I'm gonna keep going here so you can actually get to see some gameplay. Because there are certain games that are pushed forward by gameplay, and there are certain games pushed forward by story. This is definitely a game pushed forward by story, because the gameplay isn't very significant, but it's good enough to keep you, like, interested in what's going on and stuff. It keeps it interesting. It's a very tense game. Oh shit!
I was too late. Someone had destroyed the circuit
With an
breaker.
axe.
There was no way to get the lights back on. Rusty!
Oh god.
Rusty! The ground was covered with fluid patches that looked like liquid darkness.
Oh, okay. Here's the gameplay. Look, and you can actually power up the blast of light by hitting the left trigger. And then you just shoot them. You got to reload though, and if you run out of flashlight, you have to change the batteries. So the gameplay is good.
Something had torn a
Holy
man-sized
shit.
hole in the wall.
So the gameplay is interesting enough, but
Don't feed the animals.
it's really tense because you never know where they're going to be coming from.
Fishing! Those prisoners! Who purchase a park?
Fishing.
License! Obey!
It's Rusty.
Get off! Rusty! Rusty, no! Never!
You gotta attack him with the light before you can shoot him.
Two bears and wolves! Never approach any other world closer than
25 yards.
pets must be leashed.
Oh, he's behind me again. See, it's hard to see they can transport too. It's kind of hard to keep track of them at certain points. But this is sort of like the boss battle of it. You gotta keep an eye on that frickin'...
From the park.
Where the hell is he? Oh, there he is! He's trying to attack. I broke him. Gotta reload quick.
Or even simple berries!
I killed him. Oh, and I got an achievement. Under a thin layer of skin. So, looks like it's opened up here with some more enemies, and I think that's a good place to leave it. So, I'm going to keep playing here, and hopefully you enjoyed this new segment of Side LPs, and hopefully I can get a couple more games. I'm playing a Wii game right now, so that'll probably be my next one. And there's not going to be a real pattern. See, this is the safe havens. It usually says somewhere safe havens, but there's not going to be a real pattern for when I update or when I do a Side LPs. Just whenever I'm playing a new game outside of it. I have a list. I have already said the list of games I want to play, so that will do it. So thank you guys for watching. Now we'll see you guys next time.